What is going on, guys? Welcome back to my channel, and today we have our first video for 2022 AFL SuperCoach, and it's going to be my first team reveal, as you can tell by the title. Looking forward to this season. I've learned a lot from the past season. Just got my 2021 team up here. You guys can see it. It's, really got destroyed. If you followed my channel last year, it got destroyed by lack of trades in the towards the end of the season, and it lesson learned. Save my freaking trades. Don't be stupid. I get stupid every year. This year, I promise everybody right now, I am not going to be stupid with trades this year. And it kind of leads into where I'm going. So my initial approach with my team, let me just get it up for you guys so you can have a glance while I talk. The initial approach for my team is, let me move this over here, is that I want to be kind of safe with my starting picks, and where the risks and the pods come through is going to be my upgrade targets. So especially when it comes to the midfield, I'm very, very bullish on all these midfielders. There's not one of them that I don't think is going to average over 110, straight up. I would be very disappointed if one of them didn't. And I guess for the price you're paying for them, maybe besides Lockie Neal, you do expect that, and you can expect that. But anyway, let's go from top to bottom. So Jake Lloyd, 586k. I think he's probably safe as a pick as you could possibly get. So we've got the defenders here. I mean, there's nothing really else that I like. Jordan Dawson at Adelaide could be possibly good. I don't know what his role is. But at 550k, I don't really want to take a risk on him. But yeah, so one thing I'll be doing over the next few weeks is analysis on each position. We're going to talk about some pods, some locks, and some people to really stay away from. But yeah, I think Jake Lloyd is probably as safe a pick as you could possibly get. Aaron Hall, and when I traded him in last year, I was right on that 50-50. Is he going to flop? Is he going to do well? And he exceeded my expectations, which was huge. I'm stoked with Aaron Hall. I really trust him. I trust his role. North play the most stupid play style where they'll just chip it around the back all game. It's literally like they don't care about winning. They just want good stats. That is literally what it's like watching North Melbourne. And I'm all for it. I mean, I had Zeeble and Hall on my forward line last year, and they loved racking the pill up. So definitely happy with the Aaron Hall pick. And then our third and final primo in defence is James Sicily. So Sicily, I think, is very, very underdone price-wise. I thought he would be at least 500. He is a lock for top 6, in my opinion. As long as he's got the role, I think we can probably pencil in that he's got the role. Judging by the fact that they don't have Clarkson anymore, I feel like Sam Mitchell probably smart enough to just leave him taking the kick-outs. He's the best kick in the competition. So, one of the best kicks in the competition. So I think, let him do the kick-ins or kick-outs. I don't even know. What's the term? I forgot the term. Kick-ins or kick-outs. Someone let me know in the comments. But basically, you just, I think you just lock Sicily in for that price. So moving on, we don't know much about the rookies. I've sort of just chucked in a few from other videos I've seen. But, yeah, I don't know about the rookies. So onto the midfield now. Now we've gone very, very top heavy in the midfield, as you guys can probably tell. So Jack Macrae at M1. I think he's pretty much a lock to be M1 or M2, one or the other. He's just so safe. Let's be honest. If you don't start Macrae, it's going to be very, very hard to get him in throughout the season. Then we've got Jack Steele, another one who I think is right up there with Macrae. I think he's a much better player than Macrae. But for SuperCoach, Macrae is just that tad better. So let's actually compare the averages just quickly. So we have 128, 126. Macrae has a lot more help than Steele. I think if Steele gets that little bit more help, he could really chuck that average over the 130, possibly over 135. He's just perfect player for SuperCoach. I think he's probably the best player in the competition. Him and Bont are right up there. I think Wines is overrated. Do not pick Wines if you're playing SuperCoach. But yeah, so Macrae and Steele, I think, are locks. Then we've got Tuke Miller. So Tuke Miller averaged the 124.5. Absurd numbers from Tuke. And literally the only thing that changed with Tuke's game was that he stopped tagging. He's not a tagger anymore. As soon as he stopped tagging, I think he went and averaged 130 for the rest of the season. So if that's not, I'm literally convincing myself more just by hearing those words come out of my mouth. Tuke Miller's a lock. Yeah. Don't think he get tagged much either. Even when he did get tagged, a couple games, he really shook it. I think he's got a massive tank and can just really shake tags. with ease. And that's why I don't really want to pick Sam Walsh. So Sam Walsh has a huge tank, probably the biggest tank in the competition, but he has had a bit of trouble with tags. And for 637k, I want to just wait and see on him. And I'm a Cullen supporter. I've got a lot of faith in him. I think he's definitely one of the best players in the comp. I think there's no doubt about that. But I just want to wait and see with Walsh and hopefully get him as an upgrade target for a little bit of a discounted price. But yeah, moving on, Clayton Oliver. Oliver's a lock, top 3, 4 mid every single year, basically. Just nothing else to be said about him. Loves the ball, so many contested possessions. And same with Tom Mitchell. So Tom Mitchell was underdone last year. Having a full preseason, I think he's back to his Brownlow form. Moving on to Lockie now, we have a player that's worth 720k and he's 540. Like, let's be real. Let's pick Lockie now. Anyone who doesn't pick Lockie now is going to start at a very big disadvantage. And this is all provided, these guys have full preseasons, blah, 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 no injuries. But yeah, Lockie Neal, I mean, if you could get him for 540 last year, let's be real, every single player who played SuperCoach would pick him up. He was underdone last year, let's be honest. Constantly playing through injuries, and he will be much better this year, I guarantee it. And then Dacos and Sarong. So I don't know, obviously we have to fit in Horn Francis somewhere into that midfield, but Dacos, I think, is going to play round 1, from what we know. And yeah, pretty confident with those two being my M7 and M8. Moving on to the rucks, we have Darcy and Brodie Grundy. So Darcy averaged something like 120, I think, 118. And apparently he's playing through injury basically the whole back half of the season. So if he can do that, and age is right on his side, he's only young. So Sean Darcy, I think, is a much better pick than Max Gawn this year. He's got the youth on his side, averaged 2 points less. Gawn's got 1, Jackson fighting for spots in the ruck, and age against him. So pretty easy pick for me. And then Grundy apparently having a great preseason from what I've heard and looking to get back to his best form. So I think Grundy knows he was, pretty poor last year. And a poor year, averaging 115, it's fine by me. Moving on to the forwards, so we've got Josh Dunkley. So Dunkley averaged 130 or 129 before he got injured. Literally number 1 or 2 ranked player in SuperCoach. So if you don't pick Josh Dunkley as a forward at 550k, I think you're mad, honestly. There's nothing else to be said about that. Zach Butters had a really, really good start to the season, playing a lot of midfield time and just loves, he's just a beast. Like, he's actually a really, really good player. I think 440k, 1, he's cheap, and 2, I think he's legit top 6 lock for forwards. And then we've got Stephen Canelio, so anyone who doesn't pick him is also crazy. 260k for a player that can get to 600k very, very quickly. I think it's a no-brainer. You got to pick Stephen Canelio. He's looking to get back to his best. He's got something to prove. He lost the captaincy, I believe. And yeah, I don't think he's going to be playing forward. They tried him forward. I don't know why they tried someone with his height forward, but they did, and it just didn't work. Just get him back in the midfield where he belongs. He's a gun, a Rolls Royce at his best. So just let him do his thing, Leon Cameron. Like, seriously. Anyway, no more ranting. That's for another video. And then the rookies, I don't know who's going to play. We'll figure that out. But yeah, definitely going to do a little bit of adjusting over the next month or so. I think the only player we'll take out is Aaron Hall if we need more rookies. And we'd probably drop a Hall to maybe like a Jaden Short. Because the thing I like about Short is that no Hooley helps him a lot. And I don't really like any of these other picks if I'm being honest. But yeah. We'll leave Hall in for now, but yeah, we'll definitely need Horn Francis and stuff, so Hall probably might have to take a back seat and be an upgrade target, which I think is fair enough. I mean, 572k, it's probably what he'll float at for most of the year. But yeah, like I said, basically with my team this year, I'm trying not to take as many risks. I want to be more oriented on starting picks being correct. That is the main focus I have. I don't want to be burning trades early. Players like Patrick Cripps, I'm staying away from him. Even if he has a full preseason, pumps at 2 120s, I don't see myself picking him early. I might eat those words and I might actually have him. Who knows? Come round 1 and I see him in the centre bounds, I might pick him. But at this point, I want to stay away from Patrick Cripps. Just a great price from what he can do. But for me, I just don't trust him. I don't trust his body. And look, I hope I'm wrong. As a Cullen supporter, I really hope I'm wrong. But at this point, yeah. He's a great talking point, though. That's for sure. Anyway, thank you guys for watching. Let me know any comments. Leave them down below and just, give me some feedback on the video, the team, the selections, whatever. Thank you guys for watching. I'll see you in the next one.